Welcome back to the second part of this tutorial. In this video I will show you how to automatically deploy your projects on a server with the usage of Maven. In addition, we will automatically deploy a glassfish resource file on the server. So we will first start with the deploying of a var file via Maven. To do that, we add a new plugin in our POM file. We add a group ID, and the group ID of the glassfish Maven plugin is org.glassfish.maven.plugin. The artifact ID is Maven minus glassfish minus plugin, and now we need to configure the plugin by passing the parameters. For that we add a configuration, and first we will add a glassfish directory. On my computer the glassfish directory is jglassfish_gtube glassfish3 glassfish, and it's important that this is your folder where your domain, config or bin folder is in. Then we define the user we want to log in on the server, which is default admin. If you have changed the user, you have to put in the different one here. Then we define an admin password, which is in my case test. And we have to define a domain which has the name domain1, is hosted on the host localhost, and the admin port is 4848, so the default one. You can also enter a remote host here, for example a server in the internet, a glassfish server which you have access to. If you want to deploy on a remote server, you need to enable the secure admin mode. Now we define a component which should be deployed on the server component, and the component got a name. To make it as generic as possible, we will use the Maven variable called project.artifact ID. So this allows you to copy the whole plugin part later on to different projects, and the artifact is called project.build.directory slash project.build.filename .var, and this is our project build directory, is our target folder, and the project build final name is the first app minus 0.0.1 minus snapshot, and the file extension is .var. Below the configuration we will now add an execution, and here we add an execution with a goal, and the goal is called deploy, because we want to run our glassfish plugin on the deploy goal. So this is all we have to do, but first we need to remove our application from our server, because if it's already deployed we cannot redeploy it. We now have to change our run configurations. We have to add a glassfish run deploy, apply and run that. Now the file is compiled and he tried to deploy it, but there is a small bug in the glassfish Maven plugin, because it's searching for the program jglassfish, jglassfish gtube glassfish glassfish bin as-admin. If I open this folder, bin as-admin, you see the file exists, but this is the Linux version of the as-admin, but we need to run the as-admin.bat. The problem is he is searching for a file called as-admin, taking the first one he gets, regardless of the extension of the file. So we will remind that to .old, and now our as-admin.bat file will be the one which is used. We now run the Maven script again, and it's successfully deployed. We don't see it on the server tab because it's not updated automatically. I guess if you would restart the glassfish it would update the application list, but we will check by opening up the browser, going to localhost 4848, and log in and switch to the applications, and we see our first app is deployed here. Normally you won't use this to deploy on your local server, you would use this to remote deploy on your remote server, therefore it's no problem that this file list is not updated. If you want to redeploy your application, you go to run as run configurations, and then you call the glassfish common redeploy instead of the normal deploy one. In the next part we will look on how to deploy a glassfish resource file to create, for example, a JDBC connection pool automatically when you build your WAR file. Thanks for watching, and if you have any questions, feel free to write a comment.